So the self dissolves with those memories.
Self
It's
is
our
all
autobiographical self just goes
And
away.
we wonder why there's so much anger associated. Many Alzheimer's patients get very angry, throw things, because we're guessing now. Let's say we can go inside the brain of the Alzheimer's patient. How would you like to wake up in the morning, not only not know who you are, know that people are coming to see you, who you're supposed to know and don't know? How about if you don't remember if you ate? How about if bright colors frighten you? You throw things.
It's awful. Here,
How about you can never be alone?
To me, listen, I've been dealing with Alzheimer's with patients for a long time, and you don't have to see many cases to start worrying about it in yourself or your family, because it is so pernicious. Let's look at a clip. This is Larry's Alzheimer's special on the late Ronald Reagan, this particular part. Let's watch this.
So what was life like when you would visit?
His personality remained really till the end. He was this very sort of warm presence in the room, even when he couldn't really express himself very well.
He didn't speak for a long time.
No, not for a long time. Aphasia was something that happened fairly early, which is, of course, a tragic irony for somebody who's known as the great communicator.
You know, I ran across him once. He used to have that office in the Fox buildings, and he greeted me as though he was still very warm, like he was the best friend. He had no idea where he was going or what he was doing, but he still had that warmth.
One day he passed kids playing soccer, and he had them stop the car, and he went out on the field.
Wow.
The tragedy of this, and as I said before, no one knows it better than you, is to not know someone you're supposed to know, not know them. I mean, I can't fathom, and every time I forget something, and I forget something every day, and all of that's supposed to be normal. I forgot my phone number the other day, my home phone number.
I would have a panic attack. That's how I would respond.
I can help you, doctor. I'll see you at 6
o'clock. Hold my hand, Larry. Hold
Thursday.
My hand. Let's take another look at Larry King's Alzheimer's special. It is Sunday at 8. I guess in this case, Angie Dickinson is talking about the care of her sister.
She took care of her sister for many years.
Let's take a look at this.
What was it like for you?
Well, I knew that was coming. I was only sad for her. I wasn't sad for myself.
But it is the long goodbye, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, but you pray for the goodbye to come as soon as possible.
One thing I always tell caretakers of Alzheimer's patients is I don't want a second patient. It can be so consuming that people actually get ill, both emotionally and physically, being the caretaker for Alzheimer's patients.
Well, you don't get love back. What was it like to have a loved one who you've loved all your life and they've loved you, and now no love?
It's so sad. Nothing. Maybe hostility back.
Maybe
right?
Hostility.
Yeah.
Why don't they speak? Many don't speak.
You know,
because the brain is not connecting.
Right. That part dissolves. That part goes away. I mean, it's the loss of self that I think we're all talking about that's so difficult. Both the loss for the individual who may be kindly aware of it, and then the loss for the loved ones. It's just awful. All right, we have yet one more clip. This is Larry King's Alzheimer's special. Check this out. This is Maria Shriver talking about her father, Sergeant Shriver.
What's it like, though, to have a father you love not know you?
It's challenging. It's really challenging to look at your father or your mother and have them not know who you are and have to introduce yourself to them over and over again. Even though they look like your parent, they're not your parent. They become really your child.
Is there hope for the future?
I can't say there is. I salute this center and the doctors who work at it, the doctor who runs it, who left UCLA to run this center. But I don't think we mislead anyone on this. I don't see any great hope until we can get inside that brain. You know, I asked the cardiologist once, Dr. Paul Dudley White, who was the first cardiologist in America, first recognized specialty, treated President Eisenhower. If he was starting today, what would he be? And he said he'd be a neurologist.
Yeah.
Because the brain is today what the heart was 50 years ago.
It's the century of the brain. We just went to the decade of the brain. Now people are really realizing there's a lot more.